Hello, what's up? Ali here, and on this video, we are going to show you how we can convert and play PS1 and PSP games on our jailbroken PS4. Let us do the PSP games first. Though it's easier to convert PSP games, but there are still a lot of games that are not compatible. So if ever you have done everything perfectly and still the games did not work, it simply means that it is not compatible. So let us start with downloading the files we need. Link is on our description. So just click on this part to download the file. And let us go ahead and download the other file that we need as well. Once we have those two emulators, we'll just have to prepare our games. For the PSP games, I prepared my Power Stone. Actually, this game did not work on my previous emulator, but I'm hoping that we'll get to play this on these new emulators for our PS4. And for the PS1, I have prepared two games, Chrono Cross, which is a multi-disc game, and Wu-Tang, which is a single disc. I also prepared a multi-disc game so that I may show you how we can merge multiple disc games. Let's go ahead and start with our PSP games. This is our emulator for the PSP. So let us go ahead and extract it. And here inside the folder, we are going to use this application. So just double click. And from here, we can open our ISO. So just click here and open our ISO. And create a FPKG, and just pick a folder where you want to save your FPKG. Then we'll just have to wait for the whole process to finish. So the conversion has been completed, and here is our converted file. This is our Power Stone. So before we transfer this to our PS4, we'll just go ahead and convert our PS1 games first. For our PS1 games, we'll need to create a folder and name it PSX2PS4 without any spaces. And from here, we are going to extract our emulator. So just drag and drop it in the folder and extract here. And here on our folder, we are going to place the bin files and the Q files. Let us first go ahead and convert our single disc game. So that is our Wu-Tang. For the single disc game, so we can go ahead and move all of the bin and Q files in the game folder. And once everything is in the game folder, just double click on the bat file and it will take us here on this menu. We'll just have to choose one. For the simple mode, create game to PS4. Whether it's a multi-disc or a single disc, we are going to press 1. By the way, here on this part, if you're getting some errors with your converted files, you can press 4 and install the framework 5.0. So for now, let us go ahead and press 1. Your game have a multi-disc, let's press no. Put your game bin file. Since everything is already in the folder, just press on enter. And here on the change ID of the PKG, make sure you don't reuse an ID. This is what the PS4 will use to identify the game. Same ID means same game. You may just go ahead and randomize the number. Just make sure that it won't match any of your other games. And here we are going to enter the name of the game. And just press continue. You don't want to change some of the configurations because most of the time, you'll only need it for some games that require some fix. Press no. And here, this is some of the new features for the latest version of this emulator. You may choose to skip the PlayStation logo. For now, let us just go ahead and choose the active 60 FPS. By the way, you don't want to skip the PlayStation logo because sometimes this is where you will know if there will be some errors in the game. After you have choose your desired option, then you may now just go ahead and press continue. And here you can use an image to represent the game. You may actually use any image that you want, but for now, let us go ahead and use the actual image for the game. Just drag and drop the image here. Then you may now press enter. And for the background, you may or may not add another image, but for me, let us just go ahead and skip this. after the conversion, you can find the game inside the folder that we have just created. Now let us go ahead and convert our multi-disc game, which is the Chrono Cross. Press 1, then press 1 again for multi-disc. And from here, we have to first place the GUI files in the game folder. Unlike on the single disc games where we can place all of the files in the game folder, for the multi-disc games, we just need the GUI files. So let us just go ahead and drag and drop all of our GUI files in the game folder. And once it's done, we can go ahead and press continue. Then again, here we are going to enter a name of the games. Then just press enter. Name of the game. I don't know if there's any significance on that, but let's just press on no. And here we're going to drag and drop the first bin. So this is our first disk. Let's place it here first. So this is our first disk. So let's go ahead and drag this on our emulator, then press enter. Then the second bin. If you have more disks, you can press 1 here. Then again, we'll have the option to add some settings. Then let's just add the 60 FPS. Then continue. Again, you can use any image that you want, but we'll just go ahead and get an image from Chrono Cross. And just press on enter. Then we'll skip the second part. And let us again wait for the whole process to complete. And we have here our Wu-Tang and Chrono Cross. And from here, we can now transfer our games to our PS4. Let us just go ahead and use our USB thumb drive. If you prefer using a remote transfer, we have a separate video. Please do check our description on how to remote transfer directly from PC to our PS4. Back to our PS4, we just have to activate our gold hand. Then we may go now to our gold hand settings and install the game. First, we'll go ahead and install our Chrono Cross. Then our Wu-Tang Clan. And you will notice that we did not receive the message that the file has already been installed. You'll get that message if there are some missing files on your PC or on your laptop where you are trying to convert the game. So if you're getting that error, make sure to download those missing files first. Lastly, our Power Stone. Hopefully we get this one working because this is actually one of my favorite games. I don't think that is our game, but let us first check it here. Okay, so this is our Power Stone collection. So let us first check this game because I am really I want to know if this game will work on the new emulator, because this game usually have some errors with the previous emulators, even on the PS3. So hopefully this one works here. Power Stone collection. Yes. Let's just go ahead and check the rest of the games that we have installed. And the Wu-Tang. And I think I have also mentioned a while ago that if your game is from a VCD format, here on this part you will see a different logo. So if you had a VCD file, just download a new one because it will no longer work on this emulator. I don't know in the future updates, but to this version of this emulator, it will not work. So our Wu-Tang is working. Then our Chrono Cross. And I think our Chrono Cross is working. I don't think I have or I need to test this even further. Let's just go ahead and proceed to one of our concerns regarding regarding the conversion of the file, because you will see here Marcus 95. So I have placed here the Chronicles title, but if your game is showing here Marcus 95 on all PKGs, that means your PC or your laptop is missing some files. So make sure on our let me just go ahead and show you that. Back to our emulator, if you're having some issues with the file name and having or being unable to install multiple PS1 files, so this is where we can download the fix. So on this part, just press number 4 and it will take you directly to the link where we can download the fix. So if you're using a Windows, just download these 3 files. So clicking these files will download the files automatically, and just install the file and you should be able to convert your games with no problems. And that's it for our video. If you still encounter some errors or problems that we did not discuss or address, please do let me know on the comment section and I will go ahead and address them. And you can also reach me on my Facebook page for questions and suggestions. I will also leave the link on my description. And again, if you found this video helpful, please do subscribe. And I really need those subscription to be able to continue what I'm doing to provide some helpful videos in the future. So hopefully we see you on the next video and have a great day.